Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered how cancer can ravage the human body? Let's explore it simply and comprehensively in this video. As you may know, our bodies are composed of numerous cells, and when they come together, they form around 200 different types of cells with various functions. For instance, there are heart cells, lung cells, blood cells, and in total, there are approximately 30 trillion to 75 trillion tightly interconnected cells that make up our bodies. Imagine yourself as a collection of cells watching this video. Now, without even realizing it, you have grown taller and heavier compared to when you were 3 years old, unless you are currently 3 years old. So why do we grow bigger? It's not because the cells themselves become larger or more numerous, but rather because they divide. One cell becomes two become four, and so on. Consequently, your body accumulates more cells, and they enlarge. It's fascinating and much easier to understand when you think of yourself as a mass of constantly evolving cells rather than just a human being. Here's an interesting fact. Cells not only divide to help you grow, but they also divide to replace each other. Each cell has a limited lifespan, and when it reaches its expiration date, it is eliminated and replaced by new cells. So, if you claim to be faithfully in love with someone, it's technically incorrect, as you would be loving and marrying your partner at 20 and still loving them at 60, even though every single cell in their body has been completely replaced by different cells. Therefore, your wife is actually a different person, so it's illogical to call it faithfulness, although it's quite convincing, isn't it? Now, let's get back to the main topic. Cell division is an extremely complex process. The cell division is like a production line in a factory creating a new product, and it has a formula for production. But think about it, with 75 trillion cells, how can we expect 100% perfect production? There are bound to be errors, no matter how carefully you prepare. During production, there might be power outages, and your product will definitely have defects, just like cells. They are influenced by various external and internal factors, so the error rate is unavoidable. Fortunately, our bodies have a mechanism to eliminate these faulty cells, which is the immune system. Usually, whenever a cell is defective, the immune system will take care of it and shoot it down. However, the immune system doesn't always perform its task perfectly. There are some faulty cells that manage to evade the surveillance and capture of the immune system. And when they're not eliminated by the immune system, they quickly divide into thousands of copies. These stacked up faulty cells create a giant mass, which in the eyes of humans is a tumor. However, tumors can be benign or malignant. If those clusters of faulty cells are well behaved, not disruptive, and don't grow too rapidly, they won't pose a threat to life, and we call them benign tumors. However, if a benign tumor appears in the brain, it can still be very dangerous, as the impact is extremely severe when it occurs in the central nervous system. In other parts of the body, benign tumors are more acceptable because they can be easily managed once detected. On the other hand, malignant tumors are different. They are more dangerous than benign tumors because they grow rapidly and lack synchronization in their structure. Each cell behaves differently, and most importantly, it can invade other areas of the body and spread through the bloodstream. Additionally, malignant tumors can redirect blood vessels to nourish them, prioritizing their growth. This is what makes them particularly hazardous to treat. If detected early, surgery is often performed to remove them, as they are like weeds growing in a garden. If identified early and you use a shovel to uproot and discard them, it becomes difficult for them to thrive in the garden anymore. However, if you let it bloom and the seeds scatter everywhere, even if you cut it, its offspring will still develop throughout the garden. The stage when the tumor remains localized and small, according to Western medicine, is referred to as the non-invasive stage. As the cancer grows but still does not invade the surrounding tissues, it is categorized as stage 1 or stage 2. By stage 3, the tumor has invaded and may have spread to the lymph nodes, and surgical removal may no longer be effective. When surgery fails, one of the alternative methods to eradicate cancer is targeting the rapidly dividing cells because cancer cells proliferate rapidly. However, this method also destroys normal rapidly dividing cells, such as hair follicles, resulting in hair loss commonly observed in cancer treatments. If all these methods, including others, fail to effectively treat cancer, then we will inevitably witness the destructive nature of cancer on the body. Firstly, it will metastasize through the bloodstream to various organs, forming tumors throughout the body. This is stage 4, also known as the final stage of the disease. If cancer metastasizes to the digestive system, the tumor can obstruct or damage normal cells. As a result, the body gradually loses the ability to eat or absorb food, leading to weakness due to lack of energy and eventual death. Without nutrients, the immune system also collapses, making the body susceptible to strong bacterial and viral attacks, causing the body to collapse. If cancer spreads to the lungs, it hinders oxygen uptake, leading to oxygen deprivation in the body and eventual death. Alternatively, if the body consumes less energy than necessary, organs gradually weaken, resulting in the same outcome. It is similar to companies that cannot overcome prolonged power outages, they eventually close down. If cancer affects the bones, it hampers the function of the marrow, which produces insufficient blood and white blood cells to fight against bacteria and viruses. Consequently, the body deteriorates over time. Once cancer has metastasized, it is like a fortress breached by enemy forces everywhere and continuously multiplying. It will destroy most organs in the body, making it irreparable. This is the process of the body being destroyed by cancer. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.